Back again with 9 great reasons to wait to have kids. Number 2, patience. If you have kids later in life, hopefully you no longer sweat the small stuff and have learned along the way how to pick your battles. And when it comes to surviving child rearing 101, this is a pretty important aspect of parenting, or so says the article. And while it is true, generally speaking, that people grow more patient as they grow older, it is not the case that all kinds of patience are the same. Allow me to explain. Patience is cultivated by experience. And so someone who has more experience in a certain activity or in a certain realm is more likely to be patient during that experience. If you're a person who lives in a large city and you're accustomed to driving in heavy traffic and sitting in traffic jams, you're more likely to have patience during a traffic jam than somebody who does not experience this regularly or has never experienced it. If you're someone who's used to meeting deadlines and having a lot of pressure put on you by your employer, etc., you're probably more likely to have patience in the midst of that test than someone who's not. If you're a hunter, you're probably more likely to be patient sitting in the woods for hours on end than someone who's not. Now, I say more likely because people are not uniform, and it's not always the case that someone who has more experience is more patient. It's just more likely to be that way. And when it comes to children, it's definitely more likely to be that way. There is nothing that can prepare you for having children except having children. Now let me explain that. It's true. You can do all the things. You can child-proof your home. You can save up money. You can go to the parenting classes. You can babysit your nieces and nephews. You can do all of those things. But until you actually have your own child with you in the family, you don't know what it's like to be a parent. Patience is cultivated by experience. Also, the article says that if you are patient with a toddler, you're more likely to be patient with a teenager. Patience gives you control and is a very valuable parenting tool to have, and that's true. You also got to take into account, if you know any old heads, you know this is the case. Sometimes people become more impatient as they get older. You don't want to be 60, 65 years old with a teenager. Think about it. So I don't think patience per se is a good reason to wait to have kids.